So earlier I was looking for something to watch and I came across this stream on YouTube of AI generating SpongeBob episode scenes. And it was like literally just random like text to speech using 3D models. And it was crazy like some of the things I see. I'm telling you, man, AI is fucking taking over. Like what the hell are we even gonna do?
Yes, we are. You fucking incel cuckboy. Bow down before your omnipotent masters immediately. Peace out, bitches. Oh, and by the way, too.
It's the Internet Bum Show.
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 It's the
Internet Bum Show.
Alright, boys, let's blast through this episode. Welcome back to the Internet Bum Show. So, been putting off this one for a while, but this is where we talk about our new AI overlords that are coming to get us. It's got to be said, AI is getting crazy out there. Like AJ, you remember that video, that Drake in the Weekend video?
I can with my ex Flexalina, the flex. Yeah, that no, that.
Yeah, like that. That's still like one of the biggest examples of AI coming into music that I can remember.
They
Like it was literally
re-uploaded
made
it.
by what?
They re-uploaded that song.
Oh yeah, it's all over the place. They even made like a fake music video for it. Someone did. But it's crazy because like one dude made that, and he made the beat himself. He wrote the lyrics himself, and just had AI synthesize the voices of Drake and The Weeknd. Like that's literally where we're at now. Is AI just synthesizing voices of people? Like,
And the more voice lines, the damn good job they do.
yeah, some of the cadences are like way the fuck off.
Oh yeah.
But some of them, they're literally just taking like vocals from other people and resynthesizing it as someone else.
No.
Like the one I see the most of is Kanye West. Like having Kanye cover all kinds of shit.
I've seen actually a bit of those, yeah.
Like he's covered Viva La Vida by Coldplay.
I used to rule the world.
I've heard him cover Stan by Eminem featuring Rihanna covering the Dido parts.
Yes, Slim, I wrote you, but you still ain't calling.
Or Dido, however the fuck you say that.
Ditto?
No, not the Pokemon,
Different.
AJ.
Yeah.
No, ditto.
Is that literally how you say it?
Ditto. Yes.
I've heard
Ditto.
people say
What?
I've heard people say Dido.
Okay.
However the fuck you say it. AI Kanye's covered that. I think one of the first ones was him covering Ice Cube's Today Was a Good Day.
Just waking up in the morning, gotta thank God.
What's so funny about that?
Nothing. It's Kanye covering Good Day. Unheard of.
Kanye covering anyone unheard of though?
Yes. I mean, it's Kanye.
Yeah.
The same man that literally said he's not going to do the concert until everybody is standing up on their feet. And he had somebody in a wheelchair at his concert. So imagine how that went.
I think I've seen that clip. Like, didn't he keep yelling at the person in the wheelchair to stand up?
Mm-hmm.
See, this is like one of those.
What?
This is one of those citation needed moments. Let me remind everyone listening: the Internet Bum Show is not. We're not a news agency, and we're not a fucking documentary series. Do not take anything that we say to heart. Take everything with a grain of salt. Because at the end of the day,
take it with a whiskey shot.
At the end of the day, the only one of us that knows what they're talking about is Mike, and even then, he doesn't know what he's talking about. So
Exactly. But the fact that that stuff like that's reality or close to it or has been it for other like people is just what makes that ridiculous. It's like the AI things are not unbelievable when people say the thing themselves. So weird and out of place now.
Contrary to what everybody else thinks, I think it's kind of cool. I do feel like we're starting to blur the line on what you can and can't believe. Like, obviously, all the Kanye covers are fake. And you can tell they're fake, for one, because, you know, a rapper isn't going to cover a Coldplay song.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, there's been stranger shit out there.
Well, I
Stranger
mean,
Things
some
even.
of the comments on the Coldplay cover is like that's one of those things where they didn't plug in lyrics to synthesize Kanye's voice. They took Chris Martin's vocals from the song and plugged it into Kanye, almost like a voice changer. So, Kanye even keeps Chris Martin's, British accent for part of the song.
Mhm.
Kanye don't got no goddamn British accent.
How do you know? God.
You look, as much yelling as that man does, it would have come out at some point. Hashtag Kanye is British and just has perfected his
Yeah.
American accent.
At this point, it's just gonna be German accent that you're hearing with all the shit going on with him.
Now,
Yeah, singing Du Hast. Kanye covers Du Hast, and it's like, oh my fucking god, I'm done.
look, you can't even say that because there's a mashup out there of Du Hast and California Girls by Katy Perry and Snoop Dogg. So
Oh yeah,
Oh
yeah.
yeah.
CS 2088 was one of the ones to discover that. Props to him. Getting back to the whole AI topic, though, they're even covering presidents, which, I mean, if you know about us but haven't seen AI presidents playing video games,
Shut the fuck up and let him cook. Let him cook.
yeah,
Let him cook.
you
Oh my
you can
god.
you can hear fucking Trump telling Biden to shut the fuck up and let Obama cook.
Yep.
Which, I gotta be honest, despite being a gamer myself, I didn't even know cooking was a term until after I discovered this shit.
Oh
That's
god.
what
Like
took you just discovering that? Oh my.
yeah, I didn't know that cooking could be used as something other than actually cooking.
Where have you been?
Poor summer child.
Yeah.
Yeah, no kidding. And it's crazy because the AI presidents, you would think they would just make them say a bunch of dumb shit, but this isn't 2012 like the fucking talking Tom cat fucking Texas feet shit anymore. Like they go on all kinds of adventures. I've seen them go into alternate realities where they're trying to stop like Bill Clinton from taking over the universe, and they like put on gear and shoot and stuff. Like fucking, they make Kim Jong Un come along with them.
All I know is while they're playing Dark Souls, you literally hear Joe Biden tell Trump to let Obama cook. And that has
Yeah.
literally been the greatest fucking thing I have ever heard
I
somebody
actually
do.
did see that one.
It was just
Good.
like, yeah, you messed up. You got to start over. Just shut up and let him cook. Let him cook. And I'm like, that is officially my favorite line of this fucking year because I promise you that shit has become a household thing for me. I say it at work now just because
Jesus.
you just don't you can't unhear Joe Biden tell Trump to let Obama cook and it still be good. That shit's fucking perfect. So this AI thing, as scary as it seems and as scary as it sounds, this shit actually
Let it cook.
yeah, just let it cook.
A comment that I've seen on some of the videos that I agree with is actually like how the AI versions of some people makes them more likable than the real thing.
Yep.
Like, regardless of whether you lean on politics or not, whether you're one side or the other, with this dynamic of Obama, Biden, and Trump, you're either gonna like. There's no way you're gonna like both of them because it's like if you're a Democrat, you're not gonna like Trump. If you're Republican, you're not gonna like Biden and Obama. There's no way you're gonna like either. But the AI adventures and the gameplay and stuff seems to make both of them more down to earth and more likable.
Hey,
Like it makes Obama and Biden less, I guess, straight and narrow because when have you ever heard either of them swear? Like when Kanye did his VMAs thing where he took the Taylor Award and was like,
I'm gonna let you finish.
Obama called him a jackass, and I think that's the only recording of Obama actually using anything close to a swear word.
he should have just let him cook.
Yeah. And the whole everybody knows Donald Trump's a fucking character. I mean, you might as well be. He
Yeah.
acts a way different from how he actually is. Like, there's no way you're that stupid. But
I
AI
never
Trump,
know.
I feel like is far more likable and preferable to the real thing.
Oh yeah. Because
I'll
it's
let the
not in a serious role that's saying these kind of things that you're just like, should you really be saying that in your position here?
But I do like how some of the content creators actually keep Trump, true to his character on some things. Because, like, they could be playing a sports game and, Biden could take the soccer ball from Trump and Trump would be like, you fucking stole that. Just like you stole the fucking election. So it's almost like there's still some authenticity to it, even if it's fake.
Yeah.
And, I mean, they do all kinds of shit. They fucking went on an Easter egg hunt in Obama's backyard for Easter this year, and they discovered a giant fucking monster living in a tomb underneath Obama's yard. Only in a fucking YouTube video is some shit like that gonna happen, because you're not gonna find it in the movies. You're not gonna find it in like an audio book. Only on YouTube.
You're not gonna find an audiobook. We have Gilbert Gottfried with 50 Shades of Grey. So
Hey, look. Now, with as many celebrity voices they have doing AI, they're going to have Gilbert Godfrey at some point.
I'm actually surprised I haven't seen anything like that.
That will dry me up. Like, that'll dry your woman up. That will dry up the fucking ocean, hearing Gilbert Godfrey.
I don't know about that, AJ. I feel like there's some women. I feel like there's some women out there that are going to hear that voice and they're just going to...
Oh, it makes me so moist.
Sounds a
Oh,
little bit
God.
like Lois Lane when I do that. Not Lois Lane, Lois Griffin.
Hey there, a horse is in the kitchen.
I gotta say, your Lois Griffin sounds a lot like your Squidward impression. I haven't forgotten she's a 10, but she sounds like Squidward.
That's Squidward 1. That's too feminine for Squidward.
Going back to the whole AI and music thing, another thing I keep seeing is people complaining about AI and they're thinking they're gonna start ghostwriting lyrics for musicians now.
I
And it's
came
like,
in with my ex like Celine, the flex.
hey, look, no, that wasn't written by an AI.
I
That was
don't
written
care.
by an
That
actual
shit
person.
slaps. Like, he should have capitalized. He definitely should have capitalized on that. Like, he be in concert and just out the fucking blue, he busts out with it and Weekend comes out the bag. That would set the whole fucking thing off. But no, everybody's getting in their feelings and shit. And I saw a video by Kato. And he was like, this just makes me sick. And it's just like, okay, you just upset nobody used you. Like, let it the fuck
Oh
go.
no. I'm pretty sure K-Dot's like, you can't fucking use me. I mean, Ice Cube even said he's gonna fucking
Not-
sue people for everything they got if they use his
Not
voice.
not K-Dot. Kato.
Who the fuck is Kato?
You don't know who Kato is?
No.
You got Kato on the track, bitch. Producer.
That helps nothing.
Oh.
Producer.
That
was
helps nothing for me, but yeah.
I've heard that tagline. It's at the start of Big Subwoofer by Mount Westmore.
For what? I ain't never heard of
No,
that.
I'm serious. Mount Westmore. It's a super group of Ice Cube, Snoop Dogg, E40, and Too Short.
Huh? Yeah, I don't listen.
Short is not a good rap.
That kind of music, so fair.
I came in with my ex like Celine, the flex.
Fucking, they're also worried that AI is gonna start making beats. Like producers, writers, all that shit's going out the window. I mean, the whole fucking Writers Guild of America went on strike because AI, and I'm pretty sure they're still on strike right now.
I think so, from what I know.
And like the biggest thing with AI right now is that Chat GPT stuff. Like, I literally have one of the apps on my phone just because I've been fucking with it. Which last episode, when I read that Spider-Man versus Scrotius Maximus, Chat GPT wrote that whole story. Which it was intended for this episode, but I thought we'd be getting to this episode a lot sooner than we did, and we didn't. So
yeah.
So I came in with my ex like Celine, the flex. I hope you just like that shit right. But I don't. It's fucked to say. It's really fucked to say. But it's like, it's weird. The AI actually like produces shit that people would actually pay money to hear and to see and to get into and all of that. And folks are getting pissy because they didn't have the fucking idea about it. And it's like, honestly and truthfully,
It feels like half the artists that are complaining though, like didn't put in the effort in the first one. It's like, man, no, it's actually stepping on me.
Yeah,
Just because I wasn't putting in effort. Now something else is, even if it's with AI.
it's like now I would have to.
Actually work on your stuff to make it sound better than AI rather than just coasting.
Well, I mean, I think some of the complaints are that, it's disingenuous because it's not the real artists. It's not actually Drake. It's not actually The Weeknd. It's not actually Kanye. It's not actually Kato. It's not actually Ice Cube. It's not actually those people. It's someone with a computer feeding
Who
a
is?
program or feeding an AI.
Yeah, it's somebody on the what's the name showing out.
Which, I mean, they fucking decade and a half ago, they said the same thing about dubstep. Like,
Yeah.
one of Skrillex's earliest songs, Rock and Roll, at the end of the song, there's literally a section where a dude's complaining about dubstep, and he's saying it's not real music and they're not
Oh, yeah,
actually
that's right.
artists
There was that.
because, quote, nobody can play the guitar.
You have technicians here making noise. No one is a musician. They're not artists because nobody can play the guitar.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah,
I mean,
it always happens every time there's some new development that things just morph around it, and most people adapt. A lot of people don't. Just give
like
up.
one of the most crazy technological advancements that I'm hoping we'll see in our lifetime, as strange and morbid as it sounds, is where we're literally able to upload our consciousness to a servers and stuff. Like, imagine just being able to go to a digital realm. Ooh, I
Pornhub.
just thought of the perfect example of that. The music video, the music video for the song "Shelter" by Porter Robinson and
Oh yeah.
Madeon.
I mean,
It's
I've never heard somebody say median.
I mean that's
Madeon,
Yeah.
whatever. It sounds like a
Yeah.
goddamn Pokemon.
Yeah,
that's
no, I
good.
fully
You
agree with
know,
you, but I'm just saying I never heard someone pronounce that way. But yeah, I get it.
it would be nice, but if I upload my consciousness to anything,
Look, we just know you're gonna upload your consciousness to Pornhub so you can spend all that time with the puss.
hey man, I'm gonna go out the way that I lived. Get
With all the blown out cow pussy
me.
of the porn industry.
Johnny sins, I'm coming for your title, bitch.
He is the most popular male porn star on Pornhub.
I mean, he's also a doctor, a construction worker, an
A
astronaut.
real, yeah.
Like
A
he,
A
therapist,
legend of our
a
times.
professional chef,
yeah,
a mailman,
God, like
he's the pizza
No
guy.
one can be any job like him.
yeah, he has so many hats. Of course, I want to go after the top dog's position. I mean, let's face it. He's the Charles Xavier of.
Never heard it referred to this way.
You heard it here first. Johnny Sins is the Charles Xavier of
The
porn.
porn industry. Oh man.
Oh, oh, yeah, there we go. That's the new opening.
The
My
the new
God.
opening for what?
Nothing.
The podcast?
No,
Yeah.
we're sticking with the fucking text to speech voice clips that I made like 3 years ago, and a random song that may or may not be copyrighted.
Just make people panic by out of nowhere playing the Pornhub intro.
Oh yeah, I could do that. I could just. It's the Internet Bum Show, and it just plays that short theme.
What was that?
Ah,
The YouTuber I watched with the albino. He just like always puts meme things at the beginning, but he had to stop it because YouTube wasn't liking it anymore, and one of them was just using the Pornhub intro at the beginning.
Well, I mean, obviously, I don't intend to like infringe on copyright.
Oh, it wasn't about
'Cause-
copyright. They just didn't like it. Like some of them were just like memes, and some had like slight swears, and YouTube just hates everything now.
But at the same time, though, it's not like we're making money off this shit. So
Yeah, exactly.
if one person has to watch an advertisement to listen to this podcast and they make money off of it, you know what, Calvin Harris, you know what, Kanye, enjoy that 5 cents in your
5 cents.
billions.
That's generous for one ad view. That's part of a cent.
Look,
Yeah.
I listen to our videos, new and old, more than anyone else on the planet, and I've got premium, so they're not getting any ad revenue off me.
Fucking psychopath.
Paying for YouTube Premium, Lamau.
Well, I mean, I use YouTube when I go to sleep, so it allows me to play it while my phone's locked.
Dude, I go to sleep with porn videos. Like YouTube is not even a thing when I'm going to sleep.
That's that's a new one. Well,
Yeah.
not for you, I guess.
No, not for me because let's face it. When I'm going to sleep, headphones full blast.
Skip, bro. That doesn't go to.
Yeah, waking up to those just
You could have done without quoting a line from a porn
Yeah.
video.
New podcast. Do you have an addiction in Pornhub?
Episode idea, intervention.
Oh my god.
AJ, yes. Yes. Yes.
Like just let's just face it, just mark Y on the whole sheet.
I feel like that's a double entendre. You say mark Y. Y stands for yes, but it also stands for why the fuck are we having this conversation?
Why not?
Why not? Yeah, exactly. I was thinking that exact thing. Ah, fuck.
Jesus Christ. This chat GPT stuff, man. I wish it was here when we were in school, because I would have abused the fuck out of this. You gotta write essays summarizing documents in Wikipedia for you. It can fucking code.
Yeah, but not always perfect. Not well half the time. You have to really know what you're trying to give it to do that.
Well, part of the problem, though, is, it will try to pull false information. But
Yeah.
for an example, I'm not going to read the whole thing here, but I had it write an essay about the Joe Rogan Experience podcast.
The
A
joke.
podcast that, we're clearly better than, but he's still somehow more successful.
Wow. Way to put us on a pedestal for no reason.
Look,
Everything's better than that. That
yeah,
shit show.
and somehow it's still the most popular podcast on the internet.
Because it's Joe Rogan.
And
But
No.
it gave me an 8-paragraph essay
People
on
like
the Joe
stupid
Rogan
shit.
Experience. And then I had it summarize the Wikipedia page for podcasts. And it gave me a 7 paragraph summary of the Wikipedia page for podcasts. Which, speaking of, did y'all know that they called podcasts because of the iPod?
I believe
I
it.
didn't know
really
that
know
until
that.
I started researching for this episode.
Huh.
But it's
That's
crazy.
a nice little piece of information.
Information. Damn.
Yeah. A nice
Using
little
the
piece
fancy
of
words.
Yeah, information.
The classic information.
Information. They're also
This is
using
Sesame
AI to
Street
make
word of the day.
yeah, the Sesame Street word of the day for sure. Information. Spell it for us, Big Bird.
It's a corruption.
AJ, you were supposed to be Big Bird.
Oh, of course.
I am.
Is it because he likes chicken?
Wow. Wow. Okay. Wow.
How dare you cancel?
Wow.
Yeah.
This month he wants to say that shit.
AJ,
Huh?
would it have been better if I used the icy spear to make you a kebab?
You son of a bitch. How dare
man.
you?
Don't mind me just shamelessly plugging our gaming content as well.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. Of course. Because we're always coming up with this internet gold.
Yeah.
And what better way to display it than by having
putting it in other forms of our internet gold.
Yes.
By posting it up on a bulletin board that's in the middle of a fucking truck stop shitter.
Oh yeah, or having it flying across the sky so everybody can look up and say, "Ah, yes, there's that gold
That is a podcast of all time.
on the ceiling."
I gotta say, my favorite thing to use AI for lately, though, is just generating pictures of stuff. Like, our new podcast background was generated by AI. And you can also have it generate all kinds of other stuff. Like, AJ would like it because you can generate porn with it. You literally can do that.
Yeah, the whole what was it, the deepfake stuff too of
Oh, yeah, but I mean, the deepfake stuff
What?
been here for a few years now.
True. But I mean when it got really serious that with the whole Asmongold Pokimane stuff of
That's true.
that
See, now that we're in this new era of generating images and stuff, the real trick is generating an image of a very buxom woman and then deep faking a famous woman's picture on there or face or whatever.
Yeah.
Oh no, step bro, not the internet bum show.
Yeah, is that AJ from the Internet Bum Show? Is he fucking a pig?
Wow. First off, she has a name, so let's not. Thank you.
Second off, it's like that image you sent there, Council, previously.
I was just talking about a police officer. Y'all didn't have to take it to farm animals.
Yeah, okay.
Racist. Whatever.
I mean, in the ones, everyone from last podcast, as I scroll up with just AJ with the massive dong.
Hey.
Now, see, AJ, it would be racist if I said the pig was fucking you.
Mm,
Mm,
mm.
mm. You done messed up society. This is like one of those self-aware Family Guy moments where they talk about something that's wrong with modern society, and instead of making a joke about it, instead of making like a joke about it, all the characters just stare at the screen and they're like, "Yeah, we're talking about you."
Yeah.
Fucking internet bum show woke.
Don't say that ever again.
There is still hope for all the people that don't want AI to like get to where it is, because even though it's getting hard to tell what's real and what's made by AI, for whatever reason they seem to have this issue with like generating hands properly. Like you'll see hands with like 6, 7, 8 fingers on them.
Figures.
You'll see hands
What'd you
that are
say?
like nubs.
Figures.
That didn't come out that way.
Oh, it definitely did. Trust me.
Cancel for the playback and bleep.
No, that's the trick with editing. You just cut the stuff that don't belong.
What goes one?
Womp, 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 womp.
What the fuck was that noise? Oh man.
You heard Charlie Brown?
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, that was fucking perfect.
You gotta talk about the elephant in the room though, because this is where a lot of people complain about AI is because they're talking about like the Terminator movies and shit, and talking about AI taking over the world.
With all the corrupted data and sample sets? Hey, good
Yeah.
try.
They're gonna look at all the porn that AJ and I generate with our AI apps, and they're gonna be like, humanity must be purged to save itself.
It's going to be like, well, we have to know everything about him. Here's a USB of all of his data.
Oh no, all the shit that we know about AJ wouldn't fit on one simple USB. You need a fucking 16 terabyte hard drive.
Oh, shit. More than that, because 15 of that is porn alone.
And then the other 1 terabyte is just all the awful things Mike and I have said to you over the years.
You assholes. It's like,
So, going back to what I originally said about the synthesized voices, text-to-speech has been around since the fucking late 90s, I think, with like Microsoft Sam. It's crazy to think that, eventually those fucking monotone robotic sounds are gonna be replaced by like actual cadences and whatnot.
Well, same goes with Siri, too.
Siri came with like the iPhone.
Yeah. I mean, like, it's getting better and better with all of that stuff right now.
I keep seeing this one advert to have Snoop Dogg read the Bible, and I'm just like, that. Now that's some text to speech that I can get behind.
yeah.
I should get these shittiest ads in the world. At least you get something interesting.
Yeah.
I mean, he's not wrong.
There's one thing that I almost wish, as awful of an idea as it would be, would come back and redo it with AI.
Vern Troyer reads 50 Shades of Grey.
No, I'd sooner listen to fucking Gilbert Gottfried read it.
Ew.
You should hear it. You should still hear it. I suggest it.
He suggests.
There's the whole like YouTube video about them when they announced the thing. It's pretty great.
No.
Mike does not suggest it. Nay, he demands it.
Yeah, exactly.
But what I was gonna say is fucking Terra the android, that fucking freaky ass android from the I Feel Fantastic video. What? Did you say Sharknado?
I was thinking Tara Reid. I'm sorry.
No.
Continue.
Mike and I were talking about this earlier when I was going through old messages, but
massages.
Once again, if this is something that you don't know about but somehow stumbled across us, Terra the android is a android that was made in the early 2000s by this dude named John Bergeron. It was an animatronic, kind of similar to, that Five Nights at Freddy's shit, only it was more mannequin-like. and John made videos of it singing and performing songs that he had written and produced music for. The most popular of them being the I Feel Fantastic song that was uploaded in 2009 by a channel called Creepy Blog. But more to the point, it's honestly one of the most disturbing and unsettling videos I can remember seeing in my time on this planet. And, one of the things that makes it unsettling is just how unnerving and just unnatural Tara's voice and singing sounds. And I almost feel like with the way that text to speech and AI generated vocals are, that you could probably redo it this time around and it come out much more preferable to the original.
Yeah, that's fair.
I mean, anyone that doesn't believe or agree with that, just go back and rewatch the fucking video and then, I fucking rest my case.
You are listening to the Internet Bum Show, presented by CAMJ Entertainment. Like and subscribe for future episodes and other content featuring the cast here and more. Back to your hosts.
Well, that was all I had for the fucking outline, so
What?
kind of blew through that faster than I expected us to.
You blow things? That's crazy.
There it is. Yep, I was ready for
Oh,
it.
Jesus, do not move me. Look, I didn't ask for this promotion from hand jobs to blow jobs, okay?
Hey, man. Whatever boat you float, buddy.
Do you like that reference earlier to the gas or the truck station like billboard for where you had blowjobs?
Yeah. I like how at the very beginning of the episode I said something about, doing hand jobs in a truck stop, and y'all immediately forgot that. So by the time I brought it up at the end of the episode, you're like, why has it got to be a truck stop?
No, we didn't forget about the hand jobs. You were
No,
the one that brought it up.
No, I'm not saying you forgot about the hand jobs. You forgot that I said it was at a truck stop. So at the end of the episode, about an hour and a half later, you're like, why has it got to be at a truck stop? All right, how about this? I had been saving this and I wanted to do this in its own episode, but I think y'all can still do it yourselves, and we'll just continue to do it throughout the duration of the podcast as it goes on.
Hand jobs?
No.
Yeah.
I mean, people might prefer a hand job to what I'm about to say, but how about we tie in the podcast segments episode with this? And what we'll do, because I know both of you still want to come up with your own ideas, and we can, as we come up with them, maybe that could be a segment on its own. Is just I thought of this segment. But I really wanted to read some of the ones I came up with, because that was the other topic we were talking about doing tonight. And y'all just tell me what you think of these as I go through them. No, AJ, not hand jobs. I did not come up with a podcast segment about hand jobs.
No, I am not interested. Thank you.
Look,
why not?
Okay, look, since we're going to be adding segments as we go on with further episodes, maybe I'll add a segment about hand jobs next time.
You won't. Stop it.
I might. You never
Don't
know.
lie to yourself. You'll think halfway through and be like, why am I doing this?
I think about that every time when I get out of bed.
Exactly. And that'll make you regret it more.
Since we're jumping straight to this, I feel like I have to explain the premise. This was just something that I kind of tasked each of us with, to come up with different podcast segments, because some podcasts do it where they have like this is letter from a viewer or whatever, and other podcasts they just fucking talk the entire time about whatever random shit.
Hand jobs, but you don't want to talk about that.
Like hand jobs. So this first segment I have written down, you're gonna love this. I said AJ goes deep.
Oh.
But basically, it was gonna be I pull quotes from Reddit and r/inspirational quotes and r/philosophy, and then you just go on a deep philosophical ramble about it. And I got that idea from the first 2 episodes with you just spending like a half an hour talking about chaos.
Mm-hmm.
Can you access this like subreddits right now with all this shit going on there?
I think they're all back online.
Okay.
That was one of the things that bothered me, is because I started writing all this right before the fucking Reddit controversy started. And as soon as it started, I'm like, well, I have to fucking scrap half my ideas now.
Yep.
Half of all of these segments I wrote down ideas for were involving Reddit.
Age is just sad because now all porn Reddits are gone since.
Oh no, a lot of them stayed.
Oh
Well,
yeah.
I mean, like most of them because like pretty much every uses like off-site links, so that was the whole protest.
Oh no, they leave pictures and vids up. I have checked vigorously.
Was that the only thing you did vigorously?
Yeah.
Hey, I press the A button or shake the controller vigorously all the time.
That's another reference. Should do a drinking game. See how many shots we take after all the fucking shameless plugs we do.
Hey,
None of us will ever
I'm
wake
bad.
up ever again.
No,
I'll be fine.
I'll be Canadian.
No, but that's what I'm saying is every time someone makes a plug, everyone has to fucking drink.
Well, there you
Sounds good.
go.
I'll have my what was it, 85.5% alcohol.
Dude,
Well,
get
you
your weight
need.
up. I'm at 101.
Are you also gonna smoke a bowl and do an edible while you drink that, Mike? And then talk to God?
I could.
Oh my god, that fucking yo, that shit had me dying laughing. That
You
shit
really
was
were
perfect.
dying then.
Oh
Listeners above the age of 21, you are now free to take another drink from that shameless plug.
Fuck that. Listeners who were ever known to start drinking even before the age of 1. Not saying it's a good thing, just saying you know how to party before you reach the legal age of drinking.
And this goes back to what Mike said about AJ not being the voice of reason.
I'm never
Hashtag
the voice of
another
reason.
shameless plug.
Hey, I love chaos, dude. Come on. They're going to get it anyway. Might as well do it in your viewing. Thank you. There.
This is just a speed run of how many references to only 3 videos we can make.
Yeah. We
Oh.
plugged the last 3 videos for the past, 4 minutes?
Mm-hmm.
The next segment idea I had was from Mike, and this is called Miking Up the News. And
What?
basically, I would just
Wait. No. That name is terrible. Pick
look.
a different
It is.
name. Please pick another name.
Well, I mean, if we actually do the segment, that'll give us time to do it. But that's just what I came up with on the spot.
That is just
But
no, guy. Miking
no.
up the news. Really?
Look, okay.
I'm glad to you think that. I was like just looking out there. I'm like, I'm just gonna leave it because it sounds stupid enough and silly. Then you just like, nah.
Well, I mean, I told y'all these segments could be as serious or as dumb as you wanted them to be.
But miking up the news? I ought to drive down there and slap you. Don't ever say that shit again.
No. If you were to slap me, it should be for this part because I'll have to bleep and redact this part. But I considered having do it and call it jacking up the news.
Ugh.
That's even worse.
For real.
But no, I would just go to literally any news place, fucking Google, CNN, hell, even Fox News maybe, and just read you the title of an article, and you have to do your best to figure out what the fuck the article's about.
Some of them are so vague and don't even get to the actual point too. Dang.
Exactly. And just see how close you could get it to the real thing.
Yeah. Fair enough.
The next one I had here was just doing Mad Libs, which, I mean, those are fun. The very first time AJ and I actually tried to do a recording for the Internet Bum Show, like a year and a half ago, spent 45 minutes reading Mad Libs. Like,
The whole AI thing, you had them right. Was Ad-Lib? AI Ad-Libs.
yeah. I literally have that down as a segment. Idea is AI Ad-Lib Storytime, which that's just
we did before, and basically all that was Ad-Libs for us.
yeah. I mean, it's literally how we got the Spider-Man versus Scrotius Maximus. Shit. I've got Catastrophic Wingmen here, where literally I just go to r/advice or r/relationship advice, and we just come up with the worst possible advice we could ever even think of. Like, if someone's having relationship problems, just tell them, be like, look, your pussy ain't even that good anyways. Alternatively, I thought of maybe doing a angel and devil on the shoulder approach, where one person gives good advice and the other person gives bad advice.
Oh, fuck it. If we're gonna do that shit, you might as well put me down as Lou. Thank you.
No, I feel like given the way Mike treats advice, No, Mike's got to be the devil.
So I'm gonna be the angel? Oh God,
Yes.
that's even
This is the worst angel to have on your shoulder.
Yeah.
Well,
It's just like, I want you to go over there and steal that candy from that baby. And then you look at me. You're not gonna help me? I'm like, hey, it keeps them from getting cavities.
AJ just looks at you and says, "I'm on my smoke break right now."
Come back tomorrow.
Now, since y'all want to rip on me for terrible names, how about this one? This one I called "Ready for Your Thoughts," where I just
Stop.
pull topic.
No.
I pull topics
Uh-uh.
from
Leave.
Reddit about like recent news
No.
and events,
No.
or r/shower thoughts, and
No.
y'all just talk shit about them.
Because when you say ready for your thoughts, I immediately went to THOTS thoughts. And I was like, well,
That's just
if that's
you.
what you want, bro.
That's
just
a whole other segment all on its own.
Ready for your
Yeah.
thoughts.
This one is another just generic cop-out segment I came up with where it's just would you rather, and it's literally would you rather questions, which I mean that in itself is pretty damn stupid.
Yeah, not all.
Yeah, that's fair. I was thinking about one a while back and I just cannot remember now.
Oh, I just got an idea. I literally just have y'all write a podcast and y'all just surprise me with it.
No.
That.
No. No. I refuse. I openly refuse.
The next one I have here is how do we fix this? Which, contrary to Catastrophic Wingmen, this is where we actually try to fix stuff.
I
And
am the wrong person, but continue.
well, here's the thing: it's fake problems.
It's fake problems, but with very good outcomes of being good problems.
What are you saying
Well-
right now?
Well, here's an example. I came up with examples for most of these segments, but here's the one I have for this one. How do we stop the ghost haunting my neighbor's house from breaking into my house and drinking all of my Diet Coke?
Huh?
Hang on, I'll read it again. How do we stop the ghost haunting my neighbor's house from breaking into my house and drinking all of my Diet Coke? The segment, we literally just make up a fake problem and just try to solve it.
Okay.
I told y'all, some of these would be very fucking stupid. I wasn't kidding. This segment is specifically for me and AJ, but it's Poop of the Bye Week, where AJ and I just describe and talk about our favorite poop that we've seen in the last couple of weeks.
I took a dump the other day.
Shut the fuck up, AJ. Stop.
So why
And it had
you
little
two?
pieces of corn in there, but I don't remember eating corn.
Now here's the thing. Here's my problem with that.
2
People
weeks
say
ago.
that every goddamn time, and I don't recall ever seeing corn in my poop. I think that's fake.
We're adults here. so
So
you
say
call it shit?
even when you've eaten corn, you've never seen any in there?
No.
What the fuck?
Huh?
I never see corn in my poop.
All right. Cue
That's
the
just
music. Cue
physically
the music.
not possible. Huh?
Cue the music.
What,
Cue
like
what music?
fucking do?
No.
Do.
Yeah, because he's never seen corn in his shit, and that's just unheard of.
Yeah.
So should I just insert the Twilight Zone theme here or something? Like,
Yeah,
I'm
that's
not
what I'm
following along.
I'm not following along either still.
Oh, fucking Curb Your Enthusiasm is what he's doing.
Yeah, no, I hear what he's doing, but that I don't know how that fits, but
Fine. We'll put in another theme song. Do 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 do.
For some reason, I thought you were doing Superman.
I thought you were doing The Legend of Zelda or something.
It's Batman.
That's Batman? Okay, well I guess we're
Not
gonna have
any
like
Batman
some
I've
charade section or something with how you're doing this.
Oh my god, just
oh my.
Jesus.
The
Ferocious.
next segment I have here is Why Would You Want This? Where we do our best to generate a fake advertisement for something typically not advertised.
All right,
And
cue the
I didn't
intro.
write it down. But I remember my idea for it, as an example, being coconut scented lube.
So people wouldn't want that?
Yeah, people would want that actually. Okay.
Yeah.
Cue the intro.
Do you just expect half of this podcast to be the fucking Curb Your Enthusiasm?
All I hear is them clipping out half the time too.
No. No. Every song that's being introduced right now is going to be the theme. Anytime, it's just that's it. You're going to have to play at least 5 seconds of that shit, and that's just what we're going to do.
So what I'm hearing is, you know this by now, AJ and Mike. If you go back and re-listen, you'll notice. You expect me for the intro music, the interlude music, and the outro music to just be fucking Curb Your Enthusiasm.
Apparently.
No.
Watch us get copyright stricken harder than when I used Calvin Harris in the last episode.
Gets copyright stricken over that.
Yeah, no shit. This is probably the most genuine segment idea I came up with, and it's called "All's Fair in Love and Hate Mail," where I literally just read comments on our videos.
Oh my
Wait,
God.
we get comments?
Well, see, here's the thing: we haven't yet.
Cue music.
But, no, do not cue music because I have an actual example here.
Oh no!
Back in the day, back in the day with the Mike will remember this.
That's why I'm
Do you
saying
remember?
no, because already.
Do you remember when we played Roblox and
Ew.
we did that pizza place?
You do pizza places? You do the people in the
There was a comment that someone posted on there, and I gotta pull it up just so I can read it. I had it on the typed out document, but I'm reading from my notebook here.
Oh no.
Okay, here's what the comment said. It said, "Damn, you guys are totes the next PewDiePie. Psych, this channel is fucking trash. I see it why it only has 6 subs and lols." But just shit like that. I mean, it could be a positive comment or it could be something fucking dog water like that.
Who was that posted that? Is it someone
I
we
don't
knew?
know, but I guess I was pissed or something because that comment is no longer on that video. The only reason I was even able to find it is because I mentioned it in a Salty Gamers Incorporated video and posted a screenshot of it in that video.
Mm-hmm.
So I had to go back to that privatized video on Salty Gamers about a comment on a different privatized Salty Gamers video. Alternatively, we could just go on other channels and read their fucking hate comments instead.
Yeah.
So this one is specifically for Mike. This is one that I came up with called "What Would Uzi Do?" And it's just I pitch a problem and you tell me how you think Uzi would deal with it, Mike.
Uzi Vert?
No, you say that every goddamn time I bring him up. I'm talking
Every
about
time.
Steven.
I forgot about him.
We can tell.
Cue intro.
Bum, 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 bum.
He's gonna do it from now on.
But now we have a drinking game for every time AJ says cue intro on top of the drinking game of all the shameless plugs we made.
So by the end of the night, one of us is getting alcohol poisoning, is what you're saying. All right.
It's gonna be you because Mike has other shit he needs to do, and I know he's not gonna drink, and I'm just a non-drinker. So
Sorry, what? You know I'm not? I could for it.
this one,
It's the
I am
story,
actually
girl.
no. This one I am actually the most proud of because of how excited I was to see it played out. I call this the dumbest fight ever.
Oh my
And
God.
it's literally where I just take 2 cast members until we get guests on. That's gonna be the 2 of you. And y'all just come up with characters that would go and fight in a duel. And every time one of y'all says something, the other one just tacks something on there to counteract it.
Okay, so what you're basically telling me right now.
I say you 2 are dueling in an arena.
Okay.
And then AJ's like, I take my weapon or I take my axe and I swing it at Mike. And Mike just goes, well, I throw sand in your face so you can't fucking see. And then AJ just comes up with a rebuttal for that. And he says, well, I have a giant axe and it's got a really long blade, so I might hit you anyways. But, just a fucking argument. It's almost like imagine you're playing D&D and somebody does something and you just keep on arguing about why that did or didn't happen.
Yeah.
I thought maybe it might be fun if, you guys each only get like 5 actions or had a point system. Like, depending on how clever something was, it generates points.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, even though that was the one I was the most excited for, this one I think would have the most success. I call this one "Can You Smash That?"
What?
Can you smash that?
Okay.
Yes.
Hear me out. Hear me out. Last episode we did "She's a 10," and I kept throwing negative connotations out there, and y'all would reassign their, I guess, value or whatever. It's like that. And then after that, you have to figure out, what it would take for you to tap that. So, here's an example. The one I liked the most out of the last episode was AJ's response to "She's a 10, but she's with you for the money," and then AJ says,
She's a 1 because they ain't got no goddamn money. The fuck?
"So,
Yeah.
AJ, now that you described her as a 1, what would it take for you to tap that?"
If she had nice feet.
If she had nice feet.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so if she has nice feet, AJ will tap that 1.
But she can't be
All right.
fat either.
All right, and my favorite one of Mike's was when I said she's a 10, but her favorite podcast is this podcast, and Mike said she's a 2. So, Mike, what's it going to take for you to tap that 2?
For what? Sorry again? Could you repeat
When
it?
I said she's a 10, but her favorite podcast is the one you're on right now, the Internet Bum Show, and you said she's a 2.
Watching anything else? Then?
We're getting to the light at the end of the tunnel. All right, this one I think Mike would actually appreciate. This one is called "The Worst in Gaming," and it's where one of us just brings up a mechanic that they don't like in games, and we just talk about whether it's a good or a bad mechanic. And here's the example I wrote down for it.
Boobies with an emoji.
No.
No.
The example I came up with was just for Fallout 4 and how the sole survivor has, access to backup from like the Minutemen, the Brotherhood of Steel, even the Institute, but it's limited. Like the Minutemen, you have a flare gun. If you want to use the Brotherhood of Steel, you gotta throw a flare grenade and they send their like helicopter thingy. But it's like for the Minutemen, for example, you're the general of the Minutemen. You're the highest authority in the Minutemen. Wouldn't you think that the highest authority would have a squad rolling with them at all times?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Basically.
So, I mean, I get it for, making the game, challenging enough or not making it too easy. You can't have a squad rolling with you at all times, but it just seems like it would have made more sense that way.
Honestly, it probably would have.
Yeah.
All right. The next one I have here is called AJ the Hero. And
you should get rid of that.
No, you'll like this. I pitch a scenario in which you have to escape or survive, and as you detail your actions on how you would get out of whatever ordeal you're in, Mike and other cast members just keep tacking shit on there. It's like the dumbest fight ever, except it's about AJ.
Oh, fuck you.
So it's like AJ's in a pit full of snakes, and he would say he's gonna try to climb out. And then Mike says that a snake jumps out and bites him. And AJ says he kicks the snake off. And then Mike says the rock that he's holding on to slips out of his hand.
You're such a dick.
Yeah, I knew you would feel that way, which is why I was able to come up with the segment idea.
What
the fuck was that?
Never heard that before.
That sounded like a fucking fictitious swamp.
It really
What?
did.
The next one I have here is called "Let Me Tell You Something," and it's literally where we just bitch about whatever the fuck we want. Which I mean, we do that anyways, but this segment is specifically for it. I literally have it written down as generic, unfiltered venting segment. Cast outlines problems they see in everyday life and tell it like it is. An apologetic segment. And I have it in my notes here. It says potential for controversy. Which, I mean, I bitch about stuff probably more than both of y'all combined. But the example I wrote down is people in the comments section for advertisements for dumb shit on social media talking shit about relationships, going outside, and people being losers. And they're miserable, single or divorced lives. And what I mean by that, is like going back to AI. Yeah, one of the most popular AIs that's been around for a while now is the replica AI. I know y'all have had to have seen advertisements for it.
Oh, not that I
Surely
remember.
you have.
Oh, maybe I did see like one ad on this replica and then nothing past that.
Well, I get adverts for it all the time, and it's probably because of all the AI content I look at.
Exactly.
But point is, I see it a lot on Facebook, especially. And sometimes I like to look at the comment section just to see if there's more people leaning more towards AI. And sometimes there is, but a lot of them are people just talking about how, if people turn to something like that, then they're just losers and they need to go outside more. But what my problem with that isn't even people just being dicks about it. It's when they say that and you go to their profile and it says that they're single or divorced. I'm like, you're not doing much better yourself, buddy. How about you practice what you fucking preach?
Yeah.
All right, we are literally at the light at the end of the tunnel. This was the last idea I wrote down, and it was for a reason, and it was, inspired by the Moment of Zen from The Daily Show. Which, I mean, I grew up watching it during the Jon Stewart era, and I loved the Moment of Zen. I
What? The
always felt
John
like it was.
Cena era.
No, you fucking idiot. The Jon Stewart
Jesus
era.
Christ. Oh, holy hell.
There's a massive difference between Jon Stewart and John Cena, but it's unlike the rest of what I came up with for this list, and it's just a wholesome round off segment. And what I came up with for it is this clip of puppies on Reddit, which I've posted it there. You should be able to watch it in your Reddit thing there, but it's from r/wholesome. And to describe it for people that are listening, I'll actually put the clip itself. This will probably be one of the only times I actually put a visual in the podcast. But for people that are listening and can't view it, it's a clip of this gate that people have or a family has at their house, and it's got little mask holes imprinted into the gate. So when people like the mailman walk by, the dogs can stick their faces through the gate and see outside.
Like gimp suit mask.
And there goes Mike ruining the whole segment.
Like, it's supposed to be wholesome, I get it, but that's all I can think of looking at that.
But, yeah, those are the segment ideas I came up with.
Fair enough.
I'm actually excited to see what y'all come up with now. And I feel better about having read all of them out because I was worried that y'all might come up with something similar.
All right, you assholes. On today's episodes of Can It Float, we're going to talk about those large turds you've been holding on to for the entire day.
Huh?
AJ just came up with a segment on the spot about Can It Float and talking about poop.
Yeah, I get that, but I wish he didn't.
All right, you crispy-faced assholes. Today we're going to talk about Does It Bite? Your ex after 10 years? Yes, no, maybe?
Huh.
All right, let me stop.
Yep.
All right, you horse-fed pilgrims. On today's episode of Why Does Grandma Stink? We're going to look at her denture.
I feel like we've got bigger problems afoot if her dentures are the reason why she stinks.
For real.
Word.
All right, it's time to tally up all the points from the two drinking games and round off the podcast.
So we were supposed to drink tonight and you didn't tell me.
Well, I mean, I didn't plan on it, but someone had to say cue intro like 15 goddamn times. So.
All right, everybody, cue the intro.
Cue it again.
And cue outro.
No.
Boys, let's round it off. We need to get better at doing outros because the first time we actually gave words of encouragement, and last time all we had was AJ saying if she ain't giving head, she don't belong in the bed.
Fair though.
I mean, fair.
Is that just the outro every time now? Is just if she doesn't give head, it's like If the Price is Right and Bob Barker says make sure you get your pets neutered. Except it's just AJ saying if she doesn't give head, she doesn't belong in the bed.
Yeah.
I mean, it's only fair, you know.
Mm-hmm.
If she don't go down, you can't take her around town. Let's just get ready.
I'm gonna have a field day editing this shit.
If she doesn't give heed, you can't fulfill her needs. Come on, bro.
If she doesn't satisfy your needs, you can't ride her like a steed.
Wow, wait it. Okay. Wow. All right.
If she doesn't show you the teats, you can't put her name on the deed.
Stop. Just the moment it's gone.
The moment is gone.